take the same project we discussed in the video, hiring a freelance translator, and use a translation service instead. Will it cost more, less, or the same? Before making this comparison, you need to understand the 3 T's: translation management system, and translation memory. Translation management refers to the entire process. It is the project management side of translation on the client's side. This includes preparing for the translation process, sourcing the translation, writing for translation, designing for translation, and managing the translation workflow. According to the Globalization and Localization Association, GALA, a translation management system, TMS, refers to software that automates all repeatable and non-essential aspects of the human translation process, thereby maximizing translator efficiency. A translation management system typically includes both process management technology to automate the workflow and linguistic technology to aid the translator in the translation process. A glossary and translation memory are vital to ensuring consistency and repeatability in translations. According to GALA, translation memory reuses past translations to improve translation productivity. It works by splitting text into short segments and storing their translations in a database. Starting with the Translation Manager, I'll take you through each element of the translation flow to show you how all the pieces work together. Translation management begins with the Translation Manager on the client's side.
I initiate the translation process and can be a project manager, instructional designer, or technical writer. I also schedule and source the project, assign roles, assemble materials, deliver materials to the translation service, and manage the review process.
A translation service can offer translation on a much larger scale than a freelance translator. Make sure that any service you use can work with your software and deliver the translated materials integrated into the software. Generally, you'll interact with a project manager at the agency who ensures all your needs are met.
I represent the translation service. Our services include qualified human translators, multiple languages, quality management processes, and a translation management system which includes a translation memory. We can work with multiple types of software and platforms, provide voiceover, subtitling, or desktop publishing. I am your point of contact for making sure we meet all your project deliverables successfully.
After the translation service receives your materials, they are submitted to the TMS. By using a translation management system, you reduce the translation processing time by automating the manual processes. Do you really want to pay someone $30 per hour or more to copy and paste? You also centralize your linguistic asset. The translation memory, TM, is a tool within the TMS. A centralized TM contains your specific terminology and ensures consistency and accuracy across all your translations. The consistency becomes important when you have multiple projects to translate. You want the same word used in the same context across all translations. The translation memory tool extracts text and strings from the software in XML. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. It was designed to store and transport data and to be both human and machine readable. The TM tool, which contains the glossary, matches the text strings with what is currently in its memory. It loads the language and stores it in strings and exports the XML without coding. A human translator reviews the export line by line against the original document.
I make any corrections and additions required to the translation and return it to the TMS, which updates the translation memory.
I am the localization engineer. I import the revised strings from the translation memory into the software. The files are checked for formatting and consistency before being returned to the client for review.
In the next video, I'll show you how to build a glossary. In the meantime, you might want to check out my blog post, Machine Translation, Good or Bad. You'll find the link in the description below. Stay tuned for the next video in the series, Building a Glossary and Translation Memory. Thanks for watching.